Hey everyone, John here, and welcome to the last part of the TOS progression guide. I talked about most of the important things already, but there's still a couple of things left. Today we'll be looking at cards, hair accessories, collections and titles, and finally seals. Most of these are pretty minor, but can help your overall character power level. So with that, let's get started. To start off, we have monster cards. Even though they're called monster cards, they're more like boss cards. These cards are obtained through killing bosses in fields, Salus cubes, or mostly albums. These albums will probably be the main way you get these monster cards. If you right-click the album in a field, a boss will be summoned. For album bosses, the top 5 parties will all receive cards from the boss. It's common to do these in album parties, in which up to 25 people come together, usually from a guild, to summon albums they have together. If enough people bring their own albums, you can summon around 100 albums in an hour or two, and you can get a lot of cards from this. There are 4 types of basic cards in the game, with similar color coding as the equipment mods. Blue cards are usually defensive bonuses, green cards provide main stat bonuses, red cards provide offensive bonuses, and purple cards are miscellaneous bonuses, such as weight limit bonus. The cards that you get start at level 1, and you can use other cards or card enhancers to level them up to 10. The cards all have different effects that usually sound something like star times 3, with star being the current level of the card. To level up your cards, you simply go into rest mode and hit card enhancement. Once in, you can select the card you want to level up and put the materials in to feed it. I won't be going over every card in the game, as there's quite a lot of cards to go over, but I'll be going over the ones that I feel are important. First, I'll go over the green cards, as they're simple enough. Blut is by far the best green card. It gives 10 con, and con is a hard stat to come by. Because of the way con works, every 10 con you get a bonus to your magical and physical defense. Blut ends up being the best card. This card's pretty expensive, and if you can't get your hands on this, then using the other cards that give you con plus your main stat is a fine alternative. I do want to note one special card, the Gorkis card. This is a loot chance card, and this is what I personally wear, as it's really good for farming, but it's not really good for anything else. Next we have blue cards. There are also not many options here, as there are 2 clear winners. Nuale and Zara are the best blue cards. Zara gives percentage increase to physical defense, while Nuale gives percentage increase to magical defense. Because they are percentage increase instead of flat increase, these 2 are the best blue cards by far. Armos is another blue card that gets a shout out from me, as they're pretty cheap and a good filler card. The Armos card gives a shield when attacked, making it great for challenge modes. While the rest of the blue cards are not as good, you might want to put something cheap on, as Nuale and Zara are very expensive. Finally, we have red and purple cards. These 2 slots can be combined to create some interesting combos. To go through a few, we have the bleed and poison combos. For the bleed combo, the prison cutter card gives you % damage increase against bleeding enemies, while the Radgerpearl card gives you a % chance to bleed the enemy. This combo is a really solid one for many different types of builds and classes. I've personally seen wizards, scouts, and warriors use this combo. On the other side of the coin is the poison combo. Velnia Monkey gives you % damage increase against poison enemies, while Biter Gina gives you a % chance to poison the enemies. While the poison combo is essentially the same thing as the bleed, most physical DPSs will probably prefer the bleed combo, as lots of physical DPS has bleed inherently built into their class. But for example, if you're Wugushi, a class that prefers the poison combo would be better. Another 2 great cards in the red slot are the Glass Mole and the Chaperation cards. Glass Mole gives physical, and Chaperation gives magical % bonus damage after you use an SP pot. As you can see, the red cards that give percentage damage bonus over flat damage bonus is a lot better, as the numbers work out better. There are a ton of different red and purple cards to explore. I know many players who use different setups for PvP and PvE, and this is a really fun place to explore as I've only touched on the surface, so I hope you guys enjoy exploring this part of the game. There are also legend cards in this game, but my video won't be going into too much detail about the legend cards. Not only are they very hard to get, but they have their own rules for leveling up as well. I'll link Crevox's legend card guide in the description below if you want to take a look at that. But I wouldn't count on getting Demon Lord cards anytime soon, because after 2 months of playing, I have not seen one yet. Next up, we have hair accessories. You can give bonus stats to your hair accessories via enchant scrolls. Enchant scrolls are obtained through TP and events, or through challenge mode cubes rarely. This is more of a minor bonus, but you can get some pretty decent stats. To use an enchant scroll, you right click on the enchant scroll and a little menu will pop up. Then you left click on the item that you want to enchant, and then you press enhance. It's completely random what mods you get and how many you get. You can get from 1 to 3 stats on your hair accessories, but most of the time you'll probably get one bad stat, but if you get lucky, you can get some good ones. I couldn't find a list of all the stats you can get, but I do know that the most important ones are movement speed, HP, Fizz attack, magic attack, Fizz crit, and magic crit. Just to show you an example of what I'm using, my first one gives me fire property and lightning property damage. I couldn't make a better one. My second hair accessory gives me SP recovery and a decent HP roll. Finally, my third hair accessory gives me physical attack and poison property resist. I don't really care about the poison property resist, but the physical attack is pretty good. It'll be incredibly rare to get a good roll, so don't worry about these too much and just wear whatever you get. Next up, we have collections. If you ever went to the field and found a collection box, you can turn those into the Magic Association NPC. The one at Orsha is north of the map, right next to the entrance, while the one in Clypeta is slightly north of the statue. Once you turn in the collection box to the NPC, you can start to turn in items to the NPC of that collection. Completing a collection will reward you with the stat listed. As you can see, I've completed 138 collections, and if you look at the list, this is all the bonus stats I get. They're all very minor stats, but they do add up, and there are a couple of nice ones like maximum weight and team storage, which are pretty hard to get. These bonuses like hair accessories are very minor, so don't worry about this too much as it's something to do when you're bored or if you're a completionist. Some of the collection items are very tedious to get, with low drop rates of 0.03, so I would not advise doing this unless you really want to, as the stat bonuses are not worth the time. The one nice thing about these stat bonuses are that they do affect all your characters. Finally, we have seals. This is newly added content, so many of you might not know how it works. Seals are just another equipment slot your character has. There are currently 3 types of seals. The Kaze seal, which you get for free at level 360. You will automatically receive a quest when you reach level 360 to go to Vetus Plateau, and after you do a 1-minute quest, you will get the seal. There's no upgrade potential and it's very minor bonuses, but it's better than nothing. Next up, we have the Iridian seal. This is a newly added seal and is arguably one of the best unless you have things that can take advantage of Baruta Seal's Dragon Strength. The Iridian seal is obtained through the bosses in the newest hunting ground, Iridian Shelter. Finally, the Baruta seal is obtained through doing Baruta GVG content. It's a very rare and hard to obtain seal, and unless you can take advantage of the Dragon Strength, I would recommend using the Iridian seal over it for now. You can upgrade the seals by combining 2 seals at the legendary blacksmith in Bedimian. You must combine 2 of the same type of seal to use, and you must use magic stones to increase the success rate, much like blessed gems. These seals are very powerful in the way they boost your character, but you should focus on other things first as these are quite expensive at the moment. And that's the end. I think I covered everything in these 3 parts. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I hope this was helpful for new players and even some old. Thank you for watching, and I hope you can subscribe as I'll be making some more TOS content soon.